And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Kabaleo, which joins the ranks of yet another hexagonal box. I think there's a lot of these boxes out there. But in this game, which has some really nice, well-done pieces, players are simply trying, they have a secret color, and they're simply trying to have the most of their color on top of the other pieces. It's a very simple game with some limited strategy. Well, you know what? Before we get more into it, let's take a look at it, and then we'll be back. Kabaleo comes in this nice box, and it has these nice places to keep these. And you know what? It's worthless, because you have to dump them out. Sticking your fingers in to pull these out is a real pain in the neck. And then during the course of the game, you don't really use this anyway. You're going to be using a bag. And you only use the bag briefly, but still, it's a good way to score them. Now, there's three different kinds of little cones here. Okay? You have a cone here that has only one ring on it. This cone is called a base. And then you have this cone here with the two rings on it. This is a piece. Go figure. And then there's some cones that are just solid white. These cones are shuffled at the beginning of the game, and you get it secretly, and then look to see what color you are. Ooh, I'm yellow. So, what you're going to do is you're going to turn over all the cones, and you're going to separate the bases. Now, the bases are what matters in this, and this is where the bag comes into play. You're going to put all the pieces in these bases, and then everyone's going to randomly draw a certain amount, and you'll have these in front of you. So, the game's very simple. On your turn, you take a piece and put it out here somewhere. The location of these bases doesn't really matter. So, for example, I have a green piece here, and I could place this on anything except I'm not allowed to place a green piece on a green base. So I put it on top of the purple piece. Later on, I play a yellow. I can put it on top of anything except for a yellow base. I could even put it on top of the green piece and make that tower taller. Now, later on, if someone else plays a yellow, they can put it anywhere except on top of a yellow base. They can put it on top of a yellow piece. And when they do that, both yellow pieces are taken out of the game. And the piece underneath them is now the top piece. And so as the game progresses, people are going to be playing all their pieces. And once all the pieces are finally completed, which we're not going to do now, then everyone will reveal their secret color, and whoever color has the most, where the piece on the top of the pile is the piece that counts for the color of that pile. Whoever has the most piles is the winner. Now, there's very likely going to be a tie in this instance, and if that happens, whoever has the most pieces showing wins the tie. If there's still a tie, then whoever has the tallest tower is the winner. It's a very short game, takes about 10 minutes. Well, there you go. It's a very, very simple game. Really high component pieces. The pieces are plastic, but for some reason they have this ceramic feel to them. And it's really neat. I mean, you don't need the board. You just put the pieces out and play. As to the strategy that's within the game, it works okay. It's just, because you're drawing the pieces randomly, I almost think it might be better if everybody got the same number of pieces in a specific color, although that would be hard to do. Like in a 4-player game, you each get 9 pieces. That'd be hard to get them spread out evenly. But what if you get no pieces of your own color? Well, then you're just kind of hoping that other people place your color on top, and you do your best to destroy colors that are out there. If there's, you say green, put a green on top of it to get rid of it. The secret color is interesting, but it's really not that secret, because usually halfway through a game you can figure out who each person is. I suppose you can wait to the end of the game and hope that someone picks blue, because they're pretty sure nobody is blue. And there's going to be a lot of ties in this game. It's okay. It's amusing. It's an abstract game which doesn't require much thought, which is nice, because a lot of abstract games are mind-boggling. You just put out some pieces and you go, and it's a filler abstract game, and there's not a whole lot of those, especially ones that are multiplayers. So fantastic production, looks really cool. The color is beautiful. I mean, it's just a neat little game, but at the end of the day, it doesn't leave you satisfied at all. I would compare it maybe to cotton candy. Interesting and entertaining, but when you're done, it's like, yeah, okay, let's go play a real game now. And that's what this game is like.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.